Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Back here today, we're going to be talking about having a written budget versus just like an idea budget, meaning like you're not actually writing things down, more like, oh, I got money so I can spend it, so it's in my budget. So, writing a budget is easy once you've done it a few times. Writing a budget for the first time is
challenging.
Very challenging. The first time like we did a budget together, oh gosh.
That's probably the maddest he's ever been at me.
Yeah, that was like the worst.
Like torture.
It was horrible.
Worth it, but.
Yeah, it's worth it at the end, but like getting it down, figuring it out, and being consistent and being realistic about our expenses was really hard.
Yeah, I think that is the hard part, is being realistic about it, because you can kind of gauge what you think you're gonna spend, but really putting it down, like we're gonna spend this much, especially on like restaurants and going out to eat, like how much are you gonna allocate for that, and you have to stick to it. So that was the hard part, I think, for us.
Yeah, and just, like the whole point of the budget is maximizing your money, making your money work for you, as opposed to just going out and spend it. Because like when I was younger, I mean, I'd get a check and be like, my friends would be like, hey, let's go do this. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I never said no to anything. I just did everything because I was like, I got paid, I got money. I wasn't thinking about my future or anything like that. I was only focused
in that moment what you're gonna do and how you're gonna enjoy, not really thinking about what might I need this money for in the future. What if something happens or anything?
No, I didn't. I mean, literally, I didn't plan for anything. I wasn't planning for food or anything. I was like, I got money. My head was like, as long as I don't run out of money that I just got paid, I'm gonna be fine. There was no savings or anything like that. Okay, so let's talk about a written budget. And so, what a budget is for those who don't know. Maybe it's your first time, maybe you've never done one before, or maybe you just need to tweak yours a little bit. We constantly tweak our budget month to month.
Sometimes, well, okay.
We'll probably do like mid-month.
Occasionally mid-month, yeah.
Yeah, but we
every month for sure.
Every month we make adjustments to our budget. So what you want to do, you need, like, as far as your budget, it should contain everything that allocates your entire paycheck that you take home. Mm-hmm. That's not anything that's going to like your investments or anything. That's like the money that's like immediately comes into your house. And so what you do, you have that number at the very top, wherever that may be, and then you just list out all your expenses that you're gonna have for that month. That's gonna be your
utilities, your electricity, gas, water, sewer, your vehicle gas, like for driving around,
mortgage,
I mean, food,
restaurants, entertainment, dates,
medications that you need to pay for, things like that.
Yeah. So auto insurance. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot of things that go into that, and when you can sit down and look at it, it's actually more of a calming effect. People usually get stressed out about budgets, but when you actually write down everything, I feel more in control of my money.
You feel a little bit more organized. You know where things are going. Like before, at the beginning of our relationship, like we didn't know where our money was going, like at all. We just knew we made it and we paid for all of our bills and probably spent way too much money on things that we did not need or just wasteful.
Yeah.
But you learn.
Yeah. And so, the good thing about listing out your budget, our written budget, is that once you've written down like all your expenses, then you get to see what that surplus is that you may have. And that surplus is typically what we do to pay towards like our additional principal on our mortgage. Like, oh, okay, so we got this amount. Wow, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And so once you get into that mode, and one of those other things, like, you can have a portion for saving money. It's like, I'm gonna save X amount of money for vacation this year. I'm gonna save that money up, or I'm gonna save that money up for Christmas. So that way you're taking that out, so Christmas isn't that much of a burden all at once.
Yes, and you're not like charging anything to, you're planning ahead, because that's the important part, is to plan ahead.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I think you can win with money better if you actually budget out and just be like, just willy-nilly. And then if you stick with your budget, it's if you can stick with it, you build good habits of telling people, no, hey, I can't do this week or whatever. We're just too far out. One of my friends, like I always talk about finance all the time because I think it's very important for people to know about that, because they don't teach you that in school. I mean, maybe they teach it now, but when I went to school, they didn't teach anything about it. They teach you how to cook an egg.
We learned how to balance a checkbook.
No,
but
we didn't do that in
we
school.
did. But I don't use a checkbook.
Yeah.
Now you do everything digitally, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You learn.
But my friend was asking me, he was like, asking like, what do you do? I was like, well, the first time we did, we wrote it out, but now we use the Every Dollar app. It's a budget. You can put your budget in there. The cool thing about that app is that wherever she's at, if she's using something, she purchases something, she can put it into the app and it syncs with mine too on my phone. So we don't miss anything. We don't have to like collaborate later, like, okay, let's put the receipts together now and try to figure this out.
It's just easier. I mean, we all have our phones, in our hands probably most of the time. So it's just helpful to track it right then and there when you spend the money, and that way he sees what I spend, I can see what he spends, and we know exactly where we're at. We don't go over budget. So,
sorry, back to my friend. And so he was dating this girl at the time. He's like, yeah, man, I'm trying, I want to get a budget so I can get ahead and do some other things to, better for my future. And I was like, oh, that's great. He's like, but what do you do if like your girlfriend or significant other isn't on board with that? I'm like, and I was just like, I don't know, man. I was like, you need to talk to them, tell them about your goals, how you feel. I mean, I know we kind of get off of the relationship stuff, but like money, like regardless of what anybody talks about as far as like relationships, they talk about, oh, you need love. I'm like, yeah, that's great and everything, but most fights in divorces are about money, about finances. And I'm just like, man, you guys need to get on the same page, because like even if you do like this girl and her bad spending habits continue on, you're just gonna end up in a place where you may end up resenting that person, and that just becomes more and more toxic, and you don't want to be. You don't want to.
Push more strain on your relationship. It's just you have to be on the same page when it comes to finances, I think.
Yeah. So just really, that's the thing. But if you're by yourself, hey, do your thing, enjoy. But like I said, if you really are serious about making moves for yourself and building wealth, you need to be on the same page with your significant other so you guys can reach those goals. Yeah. Because if you're saving, another person's like, well, we got extra money, spend. You guys are gonna be toast. Yeah. But yeah, definitely like I said, I'll link to some worksheets if you want to do like a physical budget. I mean, not physical, but a written right out the budget. But like I said, I would highly recommend if everything's digital. Like she said, we keep our phones next to us. I would highly recommend using the Every Dollar app. It's a free app. I mean, I'm sure there's other ones out there. Like I said, I just like the fact that it syncs our stuff together mainly.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it's easy to like copy and paste your budget
from month to month. Like, you can add in or take out little things, but it'll copy everything over so you don't have to start from scratch, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of things from month to month that are the same. Obviously you've got your electricity or, things that are just constantly the same. But occasionally other things will pop up for certain months. Like your car tags, for example, will pop up like once a year, or just other things that come up and you can just easily add it. But I just like the fact that it copies over, so you don't have to start from scratch.
So cool. Well, guys, thanks so much again for tuning in. Let us know in the comments below if you do have a written budget, or if like it's something you struggle with, or if what's your ideas, some other apps that you may have that you use to help other people out. We'll bring you more content. Don't forget to subscribe, it really helps out with the channel. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.